Much of what we do in our daily lives is based on some form of a habit. Many of us, especially when it comes to nutrition, go through what's referred to as the habit loop. The habit loop is made up of three components. The first component is a cue or a trigger in our environment. This then leads us to perform a particular action, and then based on this action we receive a particular reward. Now this loop is quite applicable to our nutrition practices or to our nutrition habits, if you want. Now, in order to change our nutrition practices, it might be worthwhile identifying one of these habit loops. So what is a particular trigger in your life that triggers you to eat a particular food, which maybe you don't want to eat? Right? What is the reward or the perceived reward you get by eating this particular food? Now, once you've spotted one of these habit loops, it might be worthwhile kind of breaking out of this habit loop, or essentially breaking the habit loop. Now, you can do that by stopping and reflecting on the trigger that triggered you to do something, and then you can instill new practices that will eventually help you to continuously break out of this habit loop. If we are not interrupting this habit loop, or the habit loop we identified, we might just be continuously spinning around and round and round in circles in relation to this habit. And we might not be initiating any change, which might help us to improve our nutrition. Some people break out of their habit loops by accident. Sudden health deterioration might be one of the leading reasons for this. Other ways of breaking the habit loop might be by relying on the help of others. Now, breaking out of a habit loop doesn't have to be drastic. It can be a very subtle change, by changing maybe one meal, or by increasing the amount of protein you have per meal, or by increasing the amount of fiber you have per meal. Once you've made one of these subtle changes, it is also good to reflect on whether this has actually worked for you, or whether you need to apply a different mechanism that then helps you to kind of break your habit loop permanently. Now, once you've identified something that works for you, right, that breaks the habit loop for you, stick to it, implement it, repeat it, be stubborn about it.